Oh, rumor mill. This is about to get crazy, y'all. All right, so let's get first into refutations. This refutation is technically a rumor in and of itself, so here we go. Kraven, the rumor that we reported on last episode, the Keanu Reeves Kraven, we actually have two updates to it, and the second of which is the refutation. So the first one is from a much more reliable source saying not only does Sony want Keanu Reeves to play Kraven, but they officially offered it to him. And then an equally big source came out and said, yes, they did offer it to him, and then Keanu Reeves has turned it down. So kind of a refutation. This is all rumor. I'm going to leave it as a refutation, so we're not going to give it a percentage because this is rumor based on rumor. So, yeah, we're moving right along. Our next one, again, coming out swinging for rumors proper, we've got Mandalorian, Cara Dune. So, like, the night I uploaded the last episode is when everything hit the fan, and it went nuts. The internet went crazy, you guys. So we covered in the TV section about how she was fired, how Gina Carano has been fired. Well, there seems to be new rumors with some corroborating evidence. I haven't seen the evidence myself. This is very much rumor. There seems to be new rumors saying that Disney may have jumped the gun, or whoever was in charge of making this decision pissed off their upper-ups. It's kind of a mixed, this is very much in development. So it now sounds like the backlash, the internet backlash that has been exploding over the last 2-3 days is scaring Disney, and they are questioning whether or not firing Gina Carano was a good thing for the image. As I made my feelings about this pretty clear in the TV streaming section, so go back to that if you want to, if you wonder how I feel about this section. I think this actually would be awesome. I really don't know, because the source has had some really spot on stuff before, and they're also claiming that they have multiple inside sources with Lucasfilm that are corroborating this, but the source also very much makes it clear that this is still very much rumor until we can get some other corroborating information. So, likelihood that this is a thing, this is a real tough call. I'm putting it just below half. We're going at about 40% for this, because that's a tough pill to swallow. I don't know if Disney's really that scared. I mean, honestly, it's probably a few 100,000 fans, but it's only a few 100,000 fans. So, we'll see. Next, we're talking about Apple. This one's a lot of fun. This is a tech rumor, which we don't get a lot of those. Tech rumor about Apple. Apple is rumored to be hard at work at some micro OLED screens, OLED screens, because they're working on their Apple glasses, much like Google Glass. This is Apple glasses. Their AR glasses, again, much like the Google ones. I don't see why not. Google already has this product, so it totally makes sense that Apple would do this. I'm putting this at 75% likelihood that this is a thing. I don't see why they wouldn't, but just one source. We'll see. We're moving on. Next, we're talking about Star Wars. This one's technically a Mandalorian thing too, but it could have larger repercussions throughout the rest of the Disney Star Wars universe. That is that apparently there's a new rumor that's saying that Darth Talon is going to be joining the Mandalorian at some point. With all of these Sith Lords that are supposed to be coming to the Mandalorian, I don't know if the rule of two still holds. This is a very interesting situation. I want this to be awesome. I want this to happen. It's a very weak source, and all of the other stuff that's going on behind the scenes that we know about behind the scenes, and then the strong rumors behind the scenes, this seems like the last thing. It might be on the plate somewhere, but it's the last thing they're thinking about. So, likelihood that we will see Darth Talon in the near future, probably about 25 to 30% likelihood. In the distant future, yeah, sure. She's a lady Sith. Like, that would be the first time we would see a lady Sith on screen. Psh, do it. Let's go. Long term, we're looking at probably like an 80% chance, because that just totally makes sense. Next, we're talking about video game rumors. That is Silent Hill. We got another rumor about another game. So this is now, there are 2 games rumored to be in the works over at Konami. One of them, the rumor says, is being made in-house by Sony somehow, but then this other game is being made so it'll be a multi-platform release. There's just way too much weird about this. There's not enough corroborating evidence. We're gonna put this right about I'm not even gonna go 30. I'm 25%, and that's being generous. 25% validity to this rumor. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I would love for it. I think that's pretty freaking awesome to think about. Next, we're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This one I think is a joke, but we had to put it in here because it's kind of hilarious. Jason Momoa has reportedly been offered the voice role of Knuckles for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie. I don't think that's a thing. I think that would be so freaking cool, but I don't think that's a thing. We're putting that at about 15% likelihood, because that's just too silly to be real. Next, this one kind of makes sense, but it hasn't been made an official announcement made around it. Just a bunch of people going, this is what's going to happen. So Warner Brothers reportedly wants to make Mortal Kombat into a movie universe. Yes, please, and thank you. Aside from the fact that I'm a huge Mortal Kombat nerd, I think this does make a lot of sense, because Warner Brothers is looking for something to rival. I mean, everyone wants a cinematic universe, right? So this makes a lot of sense. I'm putting this one at about 70% likelihood, because it is one source, a relatively weak source, but it does make a lot of sense. I think that the viability here is pretty solid. Our last rumor has to do with Batman the Animated Series. We now have our first rumor around this announced reboot, or continuation, I guess, saying that Kevin Conroy is in fact going to come back as the voice of the Bat. I think that would be awesome. The rumor does elaborate, saying that nothing is known about Mark Hamill's potential return as the Joker, but if they get Conroy, I would imagine they will also have the pull to get Hamill. So, likelihood for this one, again, super weak rumor. It would be awesome because Kevin Conroy is the voice of Batman. Still, the source is not solid. I cannot give this too much validity until there's more sources saying the same thing. We're putting this at I'm going to bump it up 5 more percent. 35% likely that we actually get Kevin Conroy in the return to Batman the Animated Series. And that's the rumors, guys.